So with International Rugby back, we are back with our prediction series. This matchup, we are going to be trying to predict the All Blacks starting lineup and reserves for their upcoming game up against Japan. As you guys know, I don't do these alone. I bring a special guest to the table, and that is Rugbyitch. He's at Eden Park at the moment. Got his green screen out. How many Blues boys you putting in your lineup for this one?
It's the whole team. It's all Blues players.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Some changes as well, of course, that we have got for the All Blacks. So one of the rules we've actually made for this one is we aren't allowed any Barretts. Now, the reason we say that is because they are joining up with the team midweek. We're not sure whether or not they are actually going to be in the side or not. So pretty much if they are, then we lose some points. But if they aren't, then it's all good. So we will start with the front row, mate. Who have you got as your 1, 2, 3?
Yes, for my front row, I've gone with a bit of a strong front row, to say the least. I've gone with Ethan de Groot, the start number 1. For number 2, I've gone with the likes of Samisoni Takalaho. And for number 3, I've gone with Tyrell Lomax. So I think that's probably what they went with most, I think, within the Rugby Championship. So I'm going strong within that department.
Okay, so you've actually got the exact same as myself. We've both gone with, I guess, the strongest front row that they've currently got in terms of form, although we haven't seen these guys play for about a month. So
I'd say the most consistent we've seen so far. Yeah.
Okay, so that is the front row. Now we move on to the locks. Now, with no Sam Whitelock and possibly no Scott Barrett, meant that we were going to have an all-new locking duo. For myself, I've gone with the Chiefs teammates. Number 4, Brody Retallick, and then number 5, I've gone with Tupavai. So I decided I'd keep those two together. They have played together in the past, just not really too often at international level. But up against Japan, I feel like it will be a nice, I guess, slight warm-up for them to get into the swing of things. Big Brody, he's played in Japan recently as well. So maybe we'll go all right in this game as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And same as it was before. I've gone with the exact same too, with Brody Retallick number 4 and Tupavai number 5. Exactly the same reason you said. Obviously these two they've played a lot for the Chiefs, so hopefully they can kind of do that now for the All Blacks. Look, we have to do this, guys, because obviously we don't have the locking options in terms of Whitelock as well as Barrett. But no, I think that duo can kind of be a bit magical, I'd say, on the field. So we'll see what they do.
Alrighty, so now we move on to the loose forward trios. Now it's been about a month since we've done one of these prediction videos. In fact, closer to 2. Yes. Yet we're still very much on the same wavelength at the moment for our selections. So, loose forward trio, who have you got?
I feel like whoever I'm going to say right now, you're going to be like, yep. But for number 6, I have gone with the likes of Kira Ione, the star number 6. Number 7, Sam Kane. And to finish it off, Onisvia, and they had to. I would love to put Hoskins Tutu. But, look, I'm going for really a strong side here, guys. So, yeah, I have to go with Onisvia. And am I going to be shocked here?
No, I guess I'm also going with a strong side. I've got the exact same 3. Akira Ioane at number 6, Sam Kane at number 7 as the captain, and then Ardie Savea at number 8. The thing is, we're either both going to be very wrong or very right. There's kind of no 2 ways about it.
Exactly. That's the way we'll think about it.
So, the back line. Surely we have some differences here. Number 9, I've gone with Aaron Smith as my starting number 9. And then number 10, I did go with Richie Mo'unga. Definitely if Beauden Barrett's not available for this matchup, which there's a chance that he will be, but we decided to leave the Barretts out for just this round. Richie Mo'unga, he was very good in the earlier games of the year for the All Blacks. Aaron Smith, I think this game up against Japan will be a nice builder one for him, heading into the matches up against Wales, Scotland, and England, where I believe he will probably be the favourite option to start. Finlay Christie may get a bit of a crack in a couple of those games. And also Brad Weber added into the side, which is great to see for him. I thought he might have had a chance of being in there from the get-go, to be honest.
I think it comes down to, I think, we're going a long way back now, but, in terms of, Finlay Christie, his form was, I think, secured in terms of that position, because he was arguably the best scrum half in terms of the previous Super Rugby season. But, I think you can kind of debate it between Weber, I'd say, Folau, but I think a lot more people wanted Folau Fakatava to be in, because the All Blacks tried to get him the year before essentially, but just couldn't make it work. So I understand kind of the reason why they went with him this time, but hey, Brad Weber, happy for him.
So you got a change?
I do actually have a change here. This will be the first change, which is great. It's great for us. But yes, I have actually gone with Finlay Christie at number 9. I do believe he may kind of get back that starting position, which he did have, I believe. Well, he didn't have at the start, but he's kind of crept in at sometimes to kind of start within his All Blacks team. So hopefully this is a good test for him. I think Japan is a good opponent for him to kind of get that starting position once more. So we'll see that if he does it or not. But of course, I have to go with Richie Mo'unga. No doubt in my mind. Of course, with Barrett obviously out of our thinking now, we had to go with Richie Mo'unga.
Alrighty, so now we move on to the centre pairing. So we did actually see a bit of a reshuffle for the All Blacks at the end of the Rugby Championship with those injuries creeping in. No Quinta Paya this time. David Havili, he was injured, but now he's back. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck still slightly, I guess you'd say, in the picking mix at the moment before he heads maybe to the NRL. That's the rumour at the moment. Is he going to jump back over to Rugby League, or will he stick around for the Rugby League World Cup first? It was a little while ago. It might have just been talks of near the NRL Grand Final.
That's all rubbish. He loves the Blues, guys. Don't worry. He's loyal. I
just realised why you were so nervous. It wasn't the All Blacks side of things, was it? It was the fact that
Blues. Blues are more important guys away than the All Blacks. Just get that right, guys.
Which is exactly why he's got his Blues kit on at the moment. So centre-wise,
it's on the All Black jersey. But yeah, no, for my centre pairing, I have actually gone with the likes of Anteletta Brown. I think again, it's a very I don't know if he'll be available because of course this will be his first game in a very long time actually. But yes, I could have gone with the obvious with Havili, but I wanted to try something different here. So I've gone with Anteletta Brown at number 12. And of course, number 13, I have gone with the likes of Reiko. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind for that one. But I mean, Anteletta Brown, it's a weird one because he doesn't normally play 12, but I can see I wanted him to play so badly, and I wanted him to play with Reiko. I didn't want to switch around, so yeah, we'll see what happens now. But that's what I'm going with.
Alrighty, so for myself, I have got David Havili at number 12. Decided to give him the start, seeing as did get that injury. Hopefully, it gives him a bit of game time under his belt before. I would say being the first choice inside centre throughout this Northern Hemisphere tour.
100%.
So decided I'd give him the crack there. And then at number 13, like yourself, I have got Rieko Ioane just to get some metres under his belt before heading to Wales at the Principality Stadium. But now the outside backs. This is going to be interesting because we know that there's no Will Jordan.
Exactly.
Both of us, for now, have not got Geordie Barrett in there. Now, the chances of Geordie Barrett playing fullback for this game is probably extremely high. We know that.
They're going to find. They're going to somehow put him in.
We've decided for now we're going to try and leave the Barretts out. We're going to give them a bit of a rest. Anyway, so number 11, I've gone with Caleb Clark as my left wing. Number 14, I've gone with Sever Reece out on the other wing. And then at number 15, close out the starting lineup, I've given it to Stephen Perofeta. Now, the man's got 40 seconds in his All Blacks career. Give him a decent crack or he will literally not get on the plane back to New Zealand. He will stay in Japan because someone will pay him good money because he's a good player.
I don't want that to happen. I definitely don't want that to happen. So
another Blues boy, isn't he?
Yeah, my Blues are trying to kick him back in again.
But yeah, if there's no Geordie Barrett, even though there's a chance that Geordie Barrett is there, if there's no Geordie Barrett, this is the perfect time to give Perofeta a crack. 100%. Up against Japan. 100%. One of the, you'd have to say, one of the easier games, but certainly cannot be underestimated, though, for this matchup up against the Japanese. Sure. But it will give him a chance to show off what he can do. He's a second kicking option as well if they need him over Richie Mo'unga. And just give him a crack. See how he goes.
Exactly. But no, I've actually gone with the exact same three as you, unsurprisingly, to say the least. I've gone with, of course, Caleb Clark at number 11, Sever Reece number 14, and Stephen Perofeta at number 15. It was close with McKenzie, but again, I just feel this is exactly what you said, kind of the right opportunity for him to get some more minutes on the board for the All Blacks.
And I guess the big one with McKenzie is I assume once Geordie Barrett is back with the squad, McKenzie probably drops back out to that AB's 15.
I would assume,
Maybe only a very short stint for D-Mac and the AB's kit once again. But now looking through at the benches, we'll go with you first. Who have you got as 16, 17, 18 front row replacements?
Yeah, so for number 16, I have gone the likes of Cody Taylor. I did want to put someone different there, but I changed one last minute, so I've gone with kind of the expected with Cody Taylor there. For number 17, I've gone with the likes of George Bauer, obviously his Crusaders counterpart. And to finish it off, I've gone with Ofa Tungafasi at number 18. So yeah, that's what I've gone with. I can see a smile on your face, which I'm like, have I gone with the exact same three once again? I'm pretty scared about this.
No, you have, yeah. Yeah, that's the exact same. I was considering Nepal Lalala as an option at 18 just because he hasn't had a lot of AB's experience recently, but I went with Ofatonga Fasi.
There you go.
And yeah, like you mentioned, Cody Taylor, George Bauer, Fitzader's teammates. We're thinking the same here, mate. It seems like it's going to be hard to get points when we do start up our points differential one, isn't it?
It's going to be tough. This is either going to be our downfall, like you said, or we're just going to be, we're going to be, touching the sky essentially in the opening round. That's what I
think it's going to be our downfall. But now we move on to the rest of the forward replacements. Number 19, I think really there's only one option you can go with here, which is Patrick Tuipulotu, because other than that, unless you did consider Kiriwani as 19, like they did in the past. And then at number 20, I have gone with another Blues teammate, and that is Hoskins Atutu as my number 20.
Oh, okay.
Now that's a big call because I left out Dudson Papali'i.
Hey, I was just going to ask you that. Like, you can't leave out my guy, mate. I mean, look. Yes, you have to go with Patrick Tuipulotu, of course, number 19. But Dalton, it's Dalton, man. Like, you got to have him in.
It is Dalton, but from past games as well, it just seems like they're not giving him that many minutes, and I think they'll want to give Sam Cane relatively close to the 80 minutes. Just to test whether or not his gas tank is still ticking over the way that they need it to. Or else I can see Papali'i starting against Wales and then having Kane off the bench. But because of that captaincy, it makes it very tricky for them to take him out. Definitely with Whitelock now out with his ear infection.
I think what might actually happen is that they'll play what we've kind of similarly done with throughout this lineup is that they'll probably go with a strong lineup against Japan. But when it comes towards Wales, which I believe is their opening game, they may do a lot of changes within that one. So I do believe maybe that you're on that. Yeah, Papali'i may get a start in that one. But hey, I'm hoping that he gets a start within this one first. So that's the reason why I've gone with him.
You're hoping he gets a start, so that's why you're giving him the spot off the bench.
Exactly. Well, yes, yeah. I mean, essentially, yeah.
And you've got Tuipulotu?
Yes.
Nice. So now we move to the back replacements. 21, 22, 23. Who have you got for yourself here, mate?
You can just tell that we haven't done this in such a long time.
We're a bit rusty.
We're a bit rusty, guys. You have to obviously just let us be for this one. But yeah, of course, for number 21, I have gone with the likes of Aaron Smith here. I mean, again, I could have gone with Brad Weber, but just not sure if he's going to be match fit in time. Of course, for 22, I have actually gone with Damien McKenzie here. It's a tough call. Yes, I know I've put him there, and yes, Jordy Barrett may be in the squad, which does affect this this position. But I'm hoping that McKenzie does get an opportunity because he obviously has played in Japan in the past. Could be a bit of a stomping ground for him, so maybe that kicks in. But yeah, for number 23, I actually have gone with Leicester within this last position, Leicester Van Hansen. So yeah. There you go.
I thought you were just going to call him Leicester there for a second. I was
he doesn't want to say Leicester. My guy, Leicester. I mean, he's solid actually. I mean, it's just that I feel bad for him because he just hasn't had the opportunity because with Caleb Clark just doing so well from the Rugby Championship, and then really, I mean, it was going to be the 12 or 13 position really that he was going to slot into, in my opinion, if Havili or Reko wasn't in form. But in all honesty, they were brilliant throughout the Rugby Championship. So yeah, it's been really tough for him. But hey, no, we saw what he did for the Crusaders guys throughout Super Rugby. So hopefully Ian Foster kind of sees that and obviously gives him an opportunity from this game.
Alrighty, so my back replacements, number 21, Finley Christie. So I guess the
swap
kind of switcheroo between what you have and what I have. Number 22, I did go with Damien McKenzie. And then at number 23, I have given it to Lester Fainarnuku. The benefit of him is he can play inside centre, outside centre, and also can play on either wing if they do need him. So a very versatile player. Whereas someone like a Tuivasa Sheck, if they had him off the bench, normally only slots in at that number 12 jersey. But then I guess depending on who else is in that back line, they may be able to reshuffle.
As I said, they can reshuffle it a bit if they want to, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But overall, we only had, I believe, 4 changes between us in terms of our lineup. So not a huge amount. We're either going to be, like we mentioned, very right or very wrong. But the Japanese side and the New Zealand side, I believe they will be announced on Thursday. And we will be doing a video keeping you updated of what is happening for that match. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Do let us know your All Blacks prediction in the comments down below. Check out Rugbyitch as he has got an All Blacks kit and he is going to be doing a couple vlogs in the future of the games for the
Indeed.
November internationals by the sounds of it.
I will be covering the All Blacks XV game against the Barbarians. I'm going to the game live, so I will be putting a vlog on the channel. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So definitely come by the channel to watch that one for sure.
Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in, and we will see you all for the next one. If I was you, I would put a Kiriwani on the wing.
Oh.